So this is the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. Does what it says on the tin, runs from Leeds, snakes through the Yorkshire Dales, stops off at Wigan Pier and ends up in Liverpool near the sea. Few know the origin stories of this canal and how its origins are also the birth story of our city, the city of Bradford. It's a story of hope, it's a story of dreamers, and it's a story to encourage us in our time.
Only 400 years ago, Bradford was little more than a village of about 5,000 people. But then in the 16th century, things began to change. They began in Europe, where people rediscovered the life-giving and powerful name of Jesus. With that, there came a freedom, and people began to yearn for that freedom. And it gave them hope that things could really be different. It's known as the Reformation. And the guys who led the Reformation, well, they were real radicals. They spoke up for the abuse of power. They spoke up for minority rights and the rights of women. They worked for the reformation of education and the prison system. And what the group were most well known for, the abolition of the transatlantic slave trade.
But did you know that the first recorded meeting of these dreamers outside of London was in a place called Lydgate, which means sheepgate? And where's that? Lidgett Green in Bradford. That's right, the revolution started in BD7. In many ways, Bradford didn't have very much going for it. Few natural resources, just like any other village or town seated in the Pennines or Peak District. But what Bradford had, which other places with streaks ahead with their own natural resources didn't have, was dreamers. Dreamers who could see a different reality. Dreamers who could see what could be.
So this is Hustlergate. Born in Wibsey, John Hustler was part of a radical Christian movement known as the Quakers. Now he had a dream. He gathered his friends together to share this dream with him. What if there was a motorway built from here to Liverpool to enable Bradford to be able to deliver its goods to anywhere in the world? But rather than a motorway, a waterway, what we know as the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. Leeds was really included as a bit of a kindness. This came not at all cheap though, at £35 million in today's money. It was quite a dream.
People said it was impossible. This is Bingley Five Rise. John and his friends were told it was an engineering impossibility, but they had hope. This was, and still is, the steepest canalway in the whole of the UK. And Bradford began to boom, and continued to boom for the next 1.5 centuries, until at the turn of the 20th century, it was the wealthiest city in the whole of Europe.
And it all began with men and women who had a dream, men and women who had hope. Today is Easter Sunday, the day that followers of Jesus remember his victory over death and the powers of darkness. A little bit like the story of Bradford. It was going nowhere, but then all of a sudden there was hope. One of Jesus's early followers, Paul, said, "May the God of all hope fill you with peace and joy, so that you may overflow with hope."
So this Easter, we are celebrating hope. We've thought about all that has gone before, so that whatever your own faith, we, the people of Bradford, will be filled again with hope for our city, that the dreamers would once again be amongst us. God, would you raise up the dreamers? Would you raise up the entrepreneurs, the reformers, the revolutionaries, that our city would be founded and built on hope?